We have here something brand new to the cycling industry that I've never seen anyone put to paper, but today I think it's finally here. This is a new company called AeroHead that is running a subscription-based wheel company. What that means is you pay an annual subscription fee for these wheel sets right here, and they have so many different wheels to choose from a very lightweight climbing wheel to an all-around road Aero wheel set like this one you see here on my bicycle, to a lightweight gravel wheel set as well. And then they have different tiers as well. This is the privateer wheel set, a little bit heavier with a little bit less expensive parts. But then they even have a pro level with carbon fiber spokes, ceramic bearings, and all that. In today's video, we're going to be going over exactly who this wheel set's for, exactly what this subscription's for. And I've never seen a company put this to paper, honestly, but it's always been like rumors or murmurs of people wanting to try it. And this company, I think, hit the nail on the head with their policies on what they have. So in today's video, we'll be going all of their details. And there's a lot of information because not only are the wheels good, but the subscription seems a really, really good deal. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. So first and foremost, let me tell you about the wheel set I have on my bike. This is a part of their privateer lineup. These wheels are their all-around Aero wheel set. And the retail for these wheels by themselves is $800. If you wanted to buy a subscription for them, it's $1,400, and I'll get into that in just a second, exactly what I'm talking about, because you have a lot of options there. But this wheel set here is a 50 millimeter front, 54 rear. They have all the internals and externals that anyone could want. Jesse Coyle will be going through the roof with how good these internals are. You have a 25 millimeter internal on the front with a 36 millimeter external on the front as well, so very wide. This is very similar to like Reval or Reserve. CX race spokes, 24 count in the front, 24 in the rear. It's their own AeroHead hub, but very similar to DT240 hubs, like in terms of the bearings and also the ratchet style in the back. And then they are a tubeless ready, but they are hooked, so you have that option as well. Going to the back, 24 millimeter internal with a 31 millimeter external on here, and they come equipped with a 36 tooth ratchet. Again, very similar to a DT Swiss 240, and a 54 depth. The weight of these wheels is about 1,520 grams. I have a video I'll show you guys right now. These wheels come in at, for the set, 1,526 grams. That is without rim tape on there. Thank you. Again, not the lightest. I would like to see them a little bit lighter, but these are on par with like the Reserve wheel set, their Aero wheel set. They're like 1,600 grams. And also Envy wheels right now, pretty much rocking like 1,500 grams as well. So they're trying to compete around that market with the crazy wide internals and crazy wide externals. And they're phenomenal wheels. They ride really, really smooth. They take my Panda Racer 30 tire and stretch out to about a 32.5 or 33. And they feel really good on the road. But yeah, so these wheel set alone are $800, but the whole idea behind this video is the subscription because I think it's really cool. I don't have any affiliate links with this company. I don't have any discount codes with this company. This is the first time that someone ever reached out to me, and I just thought it was a really cool idea for the industry, and I never heard anything like it, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So let me get into what the subscription has to offer. I mean, look how chunky that thing is. Okay, so the subscription this is the privateer lineup. This is their cheaper of the two lineups. They have a privateer and a pro lineup. The privateer lineup for the year subscription is $1,400. With that subscription, you get to pick out one wheel set from the beginning. They have a lightweight wheel set, an Aero wheel set, which you see right here, and a gravel wheel set. He says he's going to be adding more wheels to that options later on down the road, maybe a very deep Aero wheel set, and maybe even an Aero gravel wheel set as well. With that $1,400, you get a full year subscription that you pay up front, and you get to pick your wheel set. So like I would pick this wheel set right here. Within that year, you get unlimited exchanges in that privateer lineup. So let's say I have a grand final coming up and I'm riding in California. It has a lot of hills. So I want a very lightweight climbing wheel set. What you would do, you would contact the company. They would then ship that wheel set to said bike shop or whoever they're working with. They would send the wheel set, let's just use me for example, to me. Once you get that, once I get that wheel set, I would ship it to the consumer with a return label. You would then get your lightweight wheels along with your Aero wheels already on your bike. You have 60 days to return one wheel set. If not, you'll be charged. But in that 60 days, you can even just try them out. You can ride them for that grand final and then send them back if you didn't want to. So that we have the option to. But So you'll take that extra lightweight climbing wheel set, you put them on your bike, and then send a wheel set back whenever you're ready within that 60 days. That's it. That's as easy as that. There's no extra cost to that. There's no shipping charge for the consumer. That is all included in that 1-year annual subscription. Let's say that you're riding these wheel sets that you bought in the annual subscription. You crash. That is completely covered, and you get a brand new wheel set free of charge, no questions asked. And whenever you go ahead and swap out a wheel set, so let's say you did your Gran Fondo with the lightweight climbing wheels, and you're like, hey, I want back my Aero wheels. They give you a brand new Aero road wheel set with brand new hubs, brand new bearings, everything brand new to your door, because the owner really believes, he used to race, he used to compete, he used to do all these kind of crazy Gran Fondos. He always believed that he didn't want to give any reason for the equipment to fail. So that way you have extreme confidence whenever you go to these meets that the spokes are brand new, the bearings are brand new, the rims are brand new, and that way you have a brand new fresh set of equipment for your race, for your Gran Fondo, for whatever kind of big event you're having. That way, it's not the equipment's fault that you don't miss out on these expensive kind of rides. So a very, very cool feature there. I had a customer come in the other day who has a road bike with carbon wheels on there and a gravel bike with aluminum wheels. He's like, hey, I really want to try out aluminum or carbon fiber gravel wheels, but I don't know if I should just upgrade my carbon wheels. I told him about the company. He has the ability to go ahead and sign up for the subscription, get a carbon fiber wheel set, and then try a gravel carbon fiber wheel set on his gravel bike and determine whether or not he wants to make that option. And then at the end of that year subscription, you get to choose to keep one of those wheels. So after you pay that $1,400, you then get to keep whatever wheels you took, and you get to choose at the end of that year, and you get to keep it as well. Then you can cancel the subscription at any time. So let's say you paid that $1,400 subscription up front. Once you pay that $1,400 subscription, 6 months in, you're like, hey, I don't have any more events coming up. I'm very happy with the Aero wheel sets. That's what I want to do. I cancel them. You can still make exchanges up to your year-end cancellation fee. So let's say that you have the Aero wheel set, and I even talked to the owner about this. I was like, people are going to ask this. Let's say you have the Aero wheel set, but right before your subscription is about to end, the last month, you want a brand new set of these. You contact the company. They send you out a brand new set. You send back the old ones, and now you got a brand new wheel set that you just used, and you have him ready with the cancel subscription. So a very, very cool lineup. I'm going to go through some of the tech specs of all the wheels they have to offer. I will put a link down below to their wheel sets as well and the website if you guys are interested. Oof, oof, cramp, chest cramp, chest cramp, All right, so I got my notes here to go through these wheel sets because there is 6 sets total of wheels. There's 2 group sets, all right? So let's go ahead and go through this as smoothly as possible. These are the privateer lineup. These are the a little bit more affordable lineup out here. The wheel sets alone, if you don't want to buy a subscription, you just want to buy a wheel set, it's $800 for the lightweight, $800 for the Aero, or $800 for the gravel wheel set, okay? If you want to do the 1-year subscription, that is $1,400. And with that, you get to choose whatever wheel set you want at the beginning, and you have unlimited exchanges throughout that year, okay? Let's start off with the all-road or the Aero like I have right here. These are 36mm external, 25mm internal, 50mm deep, 24 CX race spokes. Rear is going to be 31mm external, 24mm internal, 54mm deep, with again 24 CX race spokes in the rear. The total wheel set weighs at 1,530 grams with a 36 tooth ratchet hub style in there. Very similar to like a DT Swiss 350 or 240 hub in there. The other wheel set in the privateer group is the gravel, 36mm external for front and rear, 29mm internal for front and rear, 40mm deep for front and rear. So it's all symmetric on that wheel set. 24 and 24 is a spoke count CX Ray. The wheel set weighs 1,400 grams and comes with a 54 tooth ratchet. The reason for the higher ratchet count is because you don't want that dead spots when climbing. A little bit better engagement when you're on rougher gravel, or if you need that for that kind of high gear in there. So it's good to go. For the lightweight wheel set, This is again the $800 or the $1,400 subscription. 31 millimeter external on the front, 31 millimeter external on the rear, 24 millimeter internal on the front, 24 millimeter internal on the rear, 29 millimeters deep on the front, 34 millimeters deep on the back, 24 spokes, CX Ray, 1,300 grams for a lightweight wheel set. So 30 and pretty much 34. With a 54 tooth ratchet, again, they put those on there for climbing. If you're climbing up steep grades, you want that kind of extra engagement for that hub so that way you don't get dead spots. You're always gonna have kind of power and pressure down there. Now to the exciting stuff, which I haven't seen in person yet, but the Pro lineup sounds really cool. The Pro lineup is the next level up. Let's say that you're like, hey, Grant, I like these wheels, but I want something a little bit more competitive. I want something lighter. I want something that's really gonna blow the bee's knees off my friend, the group rider over there. The Pro wheel set. It retails for $1,450 for the wheel set, whether you choose the lightweight climbing, the deep aero, or the gravel. Okay, so $1,450, which is a very competitive price point. If you want to do the 1 year subscription, it is $2,400. Now again, that is the price of pretty much a Western brand wheel set out there, but within that, you're getting unlimited exchanges. If you crash the wheel set, you exchange for a brand new wheel set. You change out for a lightweight wheel set, you get a brand new wheel set. You change out for a gravel wheel set, you get a brand new gravel wheel set every time. After you went to the lightweight, to the gravel, and then to the back to the road again, you get your brand new Aero wheel sets every single time, which I don't even get, but there's options for that. So for the, we'll do the lightweight wheel set on here. They are, these are the Pros, okay? So these are with carbon fiber spokes and ceramic bearings, but they are different dimensions. So this is the climbing wheel set. 36 millimeter external front, 25 millimeter internal front, 35 millimeters deep. For the rear, 31 millimeter external, 24 millimeter internal, 39 millimeters deep. So 35, 39. 20 carbon fiber spokes in the front, 20 carbon fiber spokes in the back. They weigh in 1,190 grams. So a sub 1,200 gram wheel set with ceramic bearings and a 54 tooth ratchet. For the Aero wheel set, it is going to be the exact same profile as this right here. 36, 25, 50, 31, 24, 54, 20 carbon fiber spokes, 20 carbon fiber spokes, AeroHead hub with carbon fiber spokes, 36 tooth ratchet. They weigh in at 1,300 grams. So that is a much more competitive lightweight wheel set at this 50-54. That's kind of the wheel set of that price, that weight range that we're seeing a lot of these companies be at. And then for gravel, which is a pretty crazy one, 36 millimeter external, 29 millimeter internal, 35 front, 35 rear for depth. They weigh 1,150 grams. The thing that changes on here is that they are a titanium rope spoke for the spokes, the gravel wheel set. He talked to me about maybe doing a very deep aerodynamic wheel set and also a very deep aerodynamic gravel wheel set as well. That is a lot of notes there. I hope you guys got a lot of that. Let me go ahead and take apart these wheels, and then we'll look at some of the internals on here and showcase the list a little bit better, and then I'll kind of touch base on a couple other things as well. Before we remove the wheel to look at the hubs and the internals, I'm gonna give you guys a little free body sound test with a 36 tooth ratchet. If you guys notice, these are little arrows on here, like a little on the rim design. I like them a lot. They remind me of like when Specialized did the limited edition pink on there. Look kind of subtle. It's an arrow pointing to the valve hole. If you guys notice, the wheel does spin this way when you start going, so it's going the wrong direction, but he said that it's not meant for rotation. It's meant for when you take pictures. It has like the arrow pointing forward, like all speed ahead like a jet. So he said that's the design behind it. A little bit different with the branding. It looks very aesthetically pleasing too, and AeroHead is a pretty nice name as well in terms of like dealing with a lot of these Eastern brands out there. So the actual wheel concept and the wheel art of it, I like a lot. But here comes the free body sound test. Very true wheel as well, a very balanced wheel. That thing ain't shaking at all. Very nice. I mean, that thing is solid. Holy cow. But I like the white, you see? It's different. Very cool. Oh, break my Dreamo post. So the widths of these wheels are very close to like a reserve wheel, like I said, with these crazy wide externals and internals. I never rode the reserve wheels for long periods of times. I only got to ride them whenever a customer brings them in or whatever the case may be. The wheels I can compare these most to for the weight and the width of the external and internals and the depth is like an NVSES 4.5. Very similar for the rim internals, 25s, and the external is a little bit wider on that front, which I do like. It just makes the whole wheel look beefier. But yeah, I really do like this. This to me is like prime internal and external. It gives a bike a nice aesthetic look. The wider external on the front spreads out that front tire a little bit more, the Rule 105. A little bit more traction on the ground, a little bit more aerodynamics as well, and a little bit more comfort. So it's a really good looking design. Let's pop off this freehub body here. Regular bearings. Lack of grease. There should be a little bit more grease in here for sure. I'll grease these things up. Let's take a look at these ratchets real quick. Well, actually it has decent grease in here. Just wish there was more grease in the freehub body. So that's not bad. These are our ratchets here. 36 tooth, which you can change out to a 54 tooth if you wanted to. Pretty nice. And then yeah, very similar for the internals to remove them. A lot of these hubs are very similar nowadays. And the cool thing about these spokes too is that they go directly through the hub. You don't have to worry about them detensioning under an accident. Bladed spokes, they're in there. CX race spokes. Every single bicycle shop has them. Easy to find, easy to replace, easy to work on. So that's very nice. Let's go ahead and pop this back on there. And then we're gonna show you guys the front wheel. Beautiful. All right, so here's the front of here. Again, this is a 700 by 30 C tire, and it's pumped up to 80 PSI. Just for the plumpness of it. Let's go and run out here. Check this out. $32.85. So it plumps it out a lot because of that wide external in there, which is really nice. I really like the feel of it a lot. A lot. I'm gonna take this off. Let me showcase you guys what it kind of looks like on here. Yeah, it took me a while to kind of make this video because I've been in talks with this guy to make sure I get everything right. I asked him, hey, are you sure it's unlimited? He goes, yep, it's unlimited. If they pay for the subscription, it's unlimited amount of wheel swaps. Knowing that people can abuse it, and I told him, I said, being in business, I've seen people abuse these things, but he goes, I want to make it right for customers. I go, are you sure that they're not going to get their returned old used wheel set once they go ahead and swap out wheels? He goes, no, I want to make sure they have a brand new wheel set every single time that they order wheel sets, no matter if they do 3 or 4 wheel sets, which is crazy to me. I don't see, I don't know. I don't see, you know, it's got to be kind of difficult to go out and do so, but he's just betting on the fact that people are going to like the wheels and be satisfied with them and only use them for when they need them. Obviously, things can happen, accidents can happen. And then he said that after the subscriptions are done and the wheels are done, that he will be selling the wheels that were used as refurbished wheels for even more of a discount. But you can see here what it look like. So nice wide internals in there. Let's get a reading on that. Inside the wheel box as well, you do get a tubeless valves and rim tape. Let's see if I can do this without getting... No, it's gonna... Yep. I don't want to take out the tire. But yeah, inside the valve, it comes with tubeless tape and valve in there as well. But extremely nice wheel set. Let me pump these up. Oh, my compressor's turned off. Damn it. All right, we're taking off. We're doing it. Just so you guys can see the wheels. I've never heard of anyone having a subscription. I thought of a company back in the day when I used to lease cars a lot. I was like, why don't anyone have a lease bike program? But again, you just have an excess inventory and then you have to clear it. So I couldn't figure out a way to make sense. This guy seems to have a pretty good idea of it. And he seems to be putting the customer first with the policies in place for the unlimited exchanges. You crash, you get a free one. You damage it, you get a free one, whatever you want. So he seems to be putting the consumer first, which is definitely the way to do it if you want to win a business. He seems to have the logistics down as well. And the best thing about these wheels is that they're hooked. So not only are you getting these crazy wide internals and externals that Envy and Zip are doing, but you're getting a hooked rim on here, which is freaking phenomenal. Look how monsters that thing is. It's like a freaking monster truck tire, dude. Thing's massive. Let me show you guys, for example. This is a stock Specialized Tarmac SL7 Sport. Okay. That tire fits completely inside the rim bed, and I still have sides to touch on there. It's freaking wild. All right, so let me pump this thing back up and then we'll finish the video. All right, so there you guys have it. That is as much information as I can give you on these wheel sets. Like I said, I don't have an affiliate code. I don't have a discount code for them. I will just put a link down below to the website where you guys can check out their wheels, either if you want to buy them or check out their subscription option. I've never seen this done in the industry before. I definitely think it's beneficial to the consumer if they have a need for it. If you don't need to go ahead and swap out wheels, these are a great price wheel as well. $800 is a pretty competitive wheel set. And like I said, these outbeat like specs of reserve wheels and specs of Revolve wheels as well that I've seen. And they ride very, very nice. Stiff, strong carbon fiber, CX race spokes, bladed spokes, which a lot of the industry uses as well. So very nice qualities, I think, of what people want in today's modern rims for sure. But yeah, if you guys wanted unlimited exchange wheels, if you worry about crashing a lot, if you go on Grand Fondos a lot, if you travel to different terrain a lot, you travel with your bike a lot and you're worried about damaging your carbon fiber wheels, I think it's a really good option to go ahead and get that year subscription to have unlimited exchanges. I mean, you crash in a race, you crash in a ride, you run them over with a car, whatever the case might be, you contact them, they take back the old wheel, you get brand new wheel sets, zero charge, zero shipping right to your door, which is crazy. So check them out, AeroHead wheels. Yeah, well, if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me down below in the comment section. And like I said, I'll put down the link to the website as well so you guys can check them out. I'll do my best to answer every single question I can. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video, but very, very cool company. And I think this right here will push, and maybe you're gonna see a lot more companies offer subscriptions for other things in the future, like novelty items like cranks or OSPWs or pedals or whatever the case might be, handlebars, I don't know, saddles, I can see that for sure, saddles. But yeah, it's a really cool option. So anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.